Hello students. Yesterday we finished discussing about the principles of management made by the F.W. Taylor, Frederick Winslow Taylor. So he was the father of the scientific management, and today we'll be starting with a new topic, and that topic is on Henry Fayol. So Henry Fayol, under principle of management, he was the father of management studies and thoughts. Okay, so let me give you a brief history on Henry Fayol. So Henry Fayol, he was born in France in 1841. Okay, so later on he got a degree in mining engineering in the year 1860 and started working as engineer in a coal mining company, and there he was promoted as a managing director of the company. And at that time, in that era, the situation of the company was very bad. It was not balanced. So what he did was he accepted that challenge and applied his own managerial techniques to bring out the company from the situation, and he succeeded. And like when he retired after 30 years from the company, yeah, okay, after he got retired, like after 30 years, the company was a leading cold steel company with strong financial background. Okay, and his major contribution was that he made clear distinctions between a technical and a managerial scale, and he also identified the main steps in the process of management which are considered the major functions of management, and they are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. And we will be studying about this in the later chapters, okay, or in the next chapters. And he also developed 14 principles of management which act as guidelines for managers to perform managerial activities. And they are, as you can see, there are 14 principles. And the first one is division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest to general interest, remuneration of persons or employees, centralization and decentralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of personnel, initiative, and the last one is spread the corps, and that is a French word. Now we'll start with the first one, that is division of work in details. Okay, so what does a division of work means? The division of work means to divide the work. Okay, so what did Fayol say was he said that the work should be assigned to one person according to the capabilities, qualification, and experience of the person. Okay, so like, because when a person is performing a part of job again and again, he will become perfect and specialized in doing that, and the efficiency level will improve. So Fayol said not only the factory work but technical, managerial, and skill jobs should also be divided into small segments for specialization. Okay, because see, okay, हामीले सबै काम बाँडेर गरेको छ भने इट सेभ्स एनर्जी, इट सेभ्स टाइम अल्सो. सो हामी सबैजनाले काम डिभाइड गरेर काम गरेको छ भने विल बिकम पर्फेक्ट इन अ पर्टिकुलर जब. सो इफ यु बिकम पर्टिकुलर इन द सेम जब, हामीले काम जति राम्रो गर्छ त्यति हाम्रो वर्क एफिसियन्ट हुँदै जान्छ, अझै हाम्रो इम्प्रुभमेन्ट लेभल पनि बढ्दै जान्छ. सो द्याट इज वाइ ही सेड दे सुड बी अ डिभिजन अफ वर्क. फर इक्जाम्पल चाहिँ राम्ररी सुन्न है. So I'll give an example of a furniture company. Okay, so in a furniture manufacturing company, one person can ask to cut the wood piece, one to join them, one to polish, and one to give finishing touch to furniture. So with this division, effectiveness and efficiency improves. फर लाइक एन्ड त्यसको लागि चाहिँ त्यो डिभिजनमा के हुन्छ इच पर्सन विल बिकम स्पेसलाइज्ड इन पार्ट अफ जब अन्त त्यो जबमा चाहिँ ऊ इफेक्टिभ पनि हुन्छ एफिसियन्सी पनि हुन्छ सेम इन द ब्याङ्क ब्याङ्कमा पनि के गर्छ कसैले क्यास रिसिभ गर्छ कसैले क्यास दिन्छ कसैले पासबुकमा एन्ट्री गर्छ कसैले के गर्छ लोन दिन्छ कसैले एफडी गर्दै गरेको हुन्छ सो वर्क इज डिभाइडेड एन्ड ब्याङ्क अपरेट्स efficiently. So that is the division of work. And the positive effects के हुन्छ भने डिभिजन अफ वर्क छ भने पोजिटिभ इफेक्ट के हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ स्पेसलाइजेसन हुन्छ जस्तो कि वेन एभर वर्क इज डिभाइडेड अकर्डिङ टु क्वालिफिकेसन देन अटोमेटिकली इट लिड्स टु स्पेसलाइजेसन अब क्वालिफिकेसन अनुसार हामीलाई काम दिलाइदिएको छ भने हामीलाई के हुन्छ अटोमेटिकली हामी स्पेसलाइजेसन हुने कुरा हुन्छै हुन्छ एन्ड इम्प्रुभमेन्ट इन एफिसियन्सी पनि हुन्छ सो लाइक जब इम्प्लोइजहरूले काम राम्रो पर्फर्म गरेको छ भने वेन इम्प्लोइज इज पर्फर्मिङ ओन्ली वान पार्ट अफ जब देन ही बिकम्स एक्सपर्ट इन द्याट एन्ड रिजल्ट्स इन लेस वेस्टेज अफ resources. Okay, and the if supposing division of work राम्रो भएको छैन division of work follow गरेको छैन भने के हुन्छ the consequences are lack of efficiency and also there will be a chances of duplication of work and also there will be no specialization. Okay, and the second one is we'll move to the second part and the second one is authority and responsibility. Okay, so authority means power to take decision and responsibility means obligation to complete the job assigned on time. So like according to this principle there must be a balance between the authority and responsibility. Sometimes excess of authority without matching the responsibility may bring negative results and excess of responsibility without matching authority will not allow the workers to complete his job on time. Okay, okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, if a person is given if a person is given responsibility to produce let's say 100 units in 1 week but he is not given authority to purchase the raw materials जस्तो कि उसलाई responsibility मात्रै दिएको छ तर उसलाई authority दिएको छैन. So if there is no raw materials available in the store in the storeroom, as a result he could not complete the target of producing 100 units on time. So the worker cannot be blamed for not completing on time because he was given only the responsibility and not the matching authority to carry the work. So excess of responsibility with less authority results in non-completion of the job. So if you follow the authority and responsibility, the positive effects are there will be no misuse of authority and also helps in meeting responsibility on time without any delay. And if you do not follow, the consequences are it delays in work or there might be of incompletion of work due to less authority or misuse of authority due to excess of authority, overburden with work with excess responsibility. Okay, and the third one is discipline. Discipline refers to the following code of conduct and rules and regulations of employment agreement, and there should be a good superior at all levels, and there should also be a clear and fair agreement among subordinates and the superior, and the workers should always be commitment at all levels and judicious application of penalties. So what did Fayol say was the Fayol he insisted that discipline is required at superior as well as the subordinate level. So because the discipline rules shall not be applicable only on the subordinate but discipline requires good superior at every level. There have to be a clear agreement between superior and the subordinates and they need to follow a proper rules and regulations. राम्रो हुनु पर्यो and if उनीहरूले केही काम बिगारेको छ भने उनीहरूको पेनल्टिज पनि हुनु पर्छ. Okay, so like if there is a discipline, if there is a discipline in the company, then obviously there is systematic working in the organization. Okay, and also it improves efficiency. And the consequences faced if there is no discipline, then there is always a wastage of resources in absence of discipline, and there is a confusion and chaos, and also a delay in work due to absence of rules and regulations. Okay, and the fourth one is unity of command. So what does a unity of command means? So like according to this principle, okay, what did Fayol say was an employee should receive orders only from one boss only. Okay, एकजना बसकोबाट मात्रै उसले अर्डर सुन्नु पर्छ, because if he is receiving orders from more than one boss, then he will get confused and he'll not be able to understand that whose order must be executed first. बुझ्यो? सो त्यसरी गरेछ भने कुनै काम on time हुँदैन. So there might be a delay in the work. So more the confusion means more the delay in the work. So if unity of command हामीले एकजना बसलाई मात्रै फलो गरेछ भने there will be no ego clashes. It also improves efficiency in working and no confusion in the mind of the subordinates. Okay, and the supposing हामीले धेरै बसको कुरा सुनिबसेछ भने के हुन्छ, there will always be a confusion in the mind of the employees, and also subordinate will get chance to escape from his responsibility by giving excuses. हामीले सब दुई तीन जना बसको अन्डरमा काम गरिबस्छ नि, he will give many excuses. So if he keeps giving excuses means there is also always a delay in the work. So there will always be an ego clash among the different superior, and also difficulty in maintaining discipline in the organization. Okay, and the fifth one is the unity of direction. So according to the principle, like what did Fayol say, but there should always be one unit means one plan. So so that is the effort of all the members and employees of the organization must be directed towards one direction, that is the achievement of common goal. Supposing एउटाले चाहिँ डाइरेक्सन राम्रो दिएको छ भने obviously people will work and function smoothly. So that is why he said one unit means one plan. Okay, so त्यसो हामीले one unit means one plan हामीले त्यो फलो गरेछ भने के हुन्छ, that will achievement, there will be a achievement of a common goal. So if this principle is applied, it leads to coordination, yes, and each department and a group having common objective must have one head and one plan only. Means there has to be one head and one plan. एकजना बस एउटा प्लान त्यो फलो गरेछ भने obviously will achieve a common goal, that is a success. Okay, for example, if an organization is producing different lines of products, cosmetics, medicines and confectionery items, each product has its own market and its own business environment. हो कि हैन, सबैको आफ्नो आफ्नो एउटा मार्केट हुन्छ and आफ्नो आफ्नो business environment हुन्छ. So each division must plan its target, and every employee of that division must put his effort towards the achievement of plan for their division under the direction of one head only. Okay, so उनीहरूले आफ्नो आफ्नो, जस्तो कि ऊ कस्मेटिक पट्टि छन् उसले कस्मेटिक पट्टि मात्रै ध्यान दिनु पर्यो, मेडिसिन्स हो नि मेडिसिन्स पट्टि मात्रै ध्यान दिनु पर्यो. कस्मेटिकले मेडिसिनको पट्टि काम पछि लागि बसेछ भने there is never going to be a success. So there should always be a one plan and one unit. That means one boss, one plan. Okay, and यसमा चाहिँ positive effects चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने there is an achievement of organizational goals, and also the effort of all the employees gets unified towards one direction only. And supposing हामीले unity of direction follow गरेन भने there is a lack of coordination, there is a wastage of effort in resources by working in different direction, and also difficulty in achieving organizational goals. Okay, and the sixth one is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Means, like, according to this principle, the interest of organization must supersede the interests of individual or employees. So in the organization, all the employees are working with some objectives, and there is always an objective of organization. If the objective of individual are in the same direction of organization, then there is no problem. But if the objective of both the groups are in different direction, then manager must try to reconcile individual interest with organizational goal. If it is not possible, then individual goal must be sacrificed for achieving organizational goal. So for example is, before buying raw materials, the manager must compare the prices and qualities of all the suppliers and give order to best rather than giving orders to his own relative by misusing his power. Understood? अब if supposing यहाँ कुनै बुझेन भने, if मैले example दिएको छु भने understand it by the help of the example. Okay, and त्यहाँनिर positive effects के हुन्छ भने, there will always be a achievement of organizational goal and also coordination between individual and organizational goal. So if we do not follow, then हामीले यो काम गरेनौँ, there won't be any achievement in the organizational goal, and every employees will also suffer for a very long time. Okay, and the seventh one is remuneration of persons or employees. अब remuneration means a salary, okay, na salary or a wages. So यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने, according to the principle, the employees in the organization must be paid fairly or adequately to give them maximum satisfaction. हामीले employeesहरूलाई we need to pay them with a satisfaction amount, so that the employee should be paid fair wages and salaries which would give at least a reasonable standard of living. उनीहरूको घर परिवारलाई पुग्ने चाहिँ हामीले पैसा दिनु पर्यो, उनीहरूलाई salary wages पाउनु पर्यो. So at the same time, it should be with the paying capacity of the company. The fair wages is determined according to the financial capacity of the concern, the wages and salaries paid by the competitors, and by keeping in mind the minimum wages of the government. So supposing for example के हुन्छ भने, supposing एउटा particular year मा organization ले has earned more profit than apart from giving extra profit to giving extra profit to shareholders and owners, some part of profit must be given to the employees also as a in the form of bonus. So this will encourage and motivate to put more effort and increase the profit of the company. Okay, so हामीले कम्पनीले धेरै प्रफिट कमाएको छ भने इन रिटर्न हामीले त्यो पैसा चाहिँ लाइक एज अ बोनस इम्प्लोइजहरूले दिएको छ भने दे गेट मोर मोटिभेसन भएछ भने दे विल स्टार्ट टु वर्क मोर हार्ड एन्ड दे विल कमिटमेन्ट टुवर्ड्स द वर्क. सो यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने इम्प्लोइज विल गेट मोटिभेटेड एन्ड नट ओन्ली द्याट द इम्प्लोइजहरू चाहिँ दे विल बी कमिटमेन्ट टुवर्ड्स द commitment of employees improves. Okay, and if हामीले remuneration of person हामीले carelessly दियो, उनीहरूलाई हामीले unfair गर्यो, टाइममा पैसा दिएन, what happens is there will be an increase in turnover of employees and also dissatisfaction, and there will also be a dissatisfaction of the employees. And the eighth point is centralization and decentralization. So centralization, decentralization means, listen to it very carefully, centralization refers to concentration of authority or power in few hands at the top level. Okay, and decentralization means evenly distribution of power at every level of management. Means decentralization means evenly distribution of power at every level, whereas centralization के हुन्छ top level मा मात्रै हुन्छ, that also in the hands of few authorities. So according to Fayol, company must not be completely centralized or completely decentralized, but there must be a combination of both depending upon the nature and size of the organization. Okay, so a small organization can be well organized and managed with centralized techniques, but in large organization there is need for decentralizations. So secondly, if employees are efficient and competent, then they can be trusted by having decentralization. But if employees are not fully developed and are less in number, then there must be a centralization. Okay, so Fayol advised not to have complete centralization or complete decentralization, but a combination of both the centralization and decentralization. Okay, and यसमा बेनिफिट चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने देयर सेन्ट्रलाइजेसन, यसमा चाहिँ अब लाइक पोजिटिभ इफेक्ट चाहिँ के छ भने देयर इज अ बेनिफिट अफ सेन्ट्रलाइजेसन एज वेल एज decentralization, and also helps in fast decision at operational level and strict control by the top level. So if there is हामीले दुईटै सेन्ट्रलाइजेसन र डिसेन्ट्रलाइजेसन इक्वली हामीले फलो गरेन, हामीले एउटालाई मात्रै फोकस गर्यो अर्कोलाई गरेन, देन देयर विल बी अ कम्प्लिट सेन्ट्रलाइजेसन विल रिजल्ट इन delay in decisions, and also complete decentralization will result in misuse of authority. So that is why we should use both centralization and decentralization in a balanced manner. Okay, and the other one is principle of scalar chain. So यहाँनिर छ scalar chain. Scalar chain को explanation को लागि I have two diagram on scalar chain. So I'll be explaining you with the help of this. So scalar chain means the line of authority or chain of superior from the highest level to the lowest rank. Okay, so Fayol, what he did was he insisted that this chain must be followed strictly in the organization. So every information must pass through every keys of this chain. No skipping of any one key should be allowed. Okay, so I'll be explaining you the principle of a scalar chain. Now look at this. Supposing if F wants to contact O, then he has to move from okay, supposing okay, let's see. Okay, if the sorry no, okay, see. Okay, if F wants to contact I, then he has to move through E, D, C, B, A, L, M, N, O, and then I. If this scalar chain is broken, then there is a chances of communication gap. So if there's a communication gap in the organization, for sometimes following scalar chain becomes a long process, and if some important information has to be passed, it gets delayed. So in case of emergency and urgent information, Fayol permitted a shortcut in the chain which is known as the gang plan. So with the help of gang plan, F can directly communicate with I. Okay, so यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने it becomes easier for the employees working in different position without following the scalar chain. तर यसमा चाहिँ if a person wants to contact to CEO through the help of normally employees they cannot get in touch with the higher authority, but through gang plan they can contact the CEO of the company. बुझ्यो? अब स्केलर चेनमा के हुन्छ, सपोजिङ एफ र आईमा कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नु छ भने एफले के गर्नु पर्यो, स्केलर चेन भनेको इच ग्याप विदाउट मिसिङ उसले गर्नु पर्यो. जस्तो कि एफले ईलाई गर्नु पर्यो, ईले डी, डी, सी, बी, ए, एल, एम, एन, ओ, आई, लास्टमा आईसँग कम्युनिकेट हुन्छ. सो यसो गरे बसेछ भने समटाइम्स कम्युनिकेसन ग्याप हुनु चान्सेस धेरै हुन्छ। सपोज एउटा इम्पोर्टेन्ट मेसेज आइलाई पुऱ्याउनु पर्ने छ भने यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ, अब यो स्केलर चेन फलो गरिबसेछ भने देयर इज अ chances of delay in receiving the messages. So that is why later Fayol le ke gare, he came up with a shortcut of scalar chain that is known as a gang plank. So gang plank ma ke gare, F ले directly I सँग communicate गर्नु सक्ने. So with this help he can directly contact with I, so that is gang plank. Okay, and the 10th point is order. So order means हामीले कसैलाई कमान्ड गर्नु, order दिनु हैन. Order means to arrange the materials in a systematic manner. So in this सबै सामानको सबै कुरोको फिक्स्ड प्लेस हुनुपर्ने. इफ देयर इज अ फिक्स्ड प्लेस फर एभ्रिथिङ मिन्स इफ दे वान्ट एनी अफ दोज मटेरियल्स दे क्यान इजिली अभाइलेबल फर इट. सो वी क्यान गिभ द इक्जाम्पल अफ अ लेट्स से एउटा सुपर मार्केट. सपोजिङ इफ यु गो टु द सुपर मार्केट अर से बिग बजार, इफ यु वान्ट टु गो टु द बिग बजार, त्यहाँनिर अर्डरली म्यानरमा सामान राखेको हुन्छ किनभने दे so that it will be easier for the customers to go and receive the or purchase the product. जस्तै कि लाइक लुगाको अलग्गै, नानीहरूको सेक्सन अलग्गै, भाँडाकुँडा किचन आइटम्स अलग्गै, गिफ्ट आइटम्स अलग्गै, किचन आइटम्स अलग्गै, ग्रोसरिज अलग्गै, and if you want to buy any edible things, edibles अलग्गै, cosmetic अलग्गै. So in that orderly manner उनीहरूले fixed place राखेको छ भने it will be easy and more convenient for everyone. So it will be easily available for everyone to get such products. Okay, so order मा चाहिँ राख्नु is very necessary. If supposing orderly गरेको छैन भने if goods are not kept in a orderly manner means there is no smooth and system अब orderly manner मा राखेको छ भने there is always a smooth and systematic working of organization and no wastage of time in search of a man or a material. Supposing हामीले orderly manner मा राखेको छैन भने what happens is there is always a wastage of time, energy, wasting of energy in search of the materials and not able to contact the people at the right time and not also being able to get the right product at a right time. अब इम्प्लोइजहरूलाई पनि जस्तो काम जहाँ गर्नु भन्छ ऊ त्यही अभाइलेबल हुनु पर्यो नि त. सो ऊ त्यही छ भने हामीले इफ इन केस इफ यु हेभ टु गिभ टु वर्क assign to such people, so उनीहरूलाई त्यही काममा भेटाएको छ भने के हुन्छ, it will be easier. Okay, and the 9th one is the principle of equity. Equity means सबैलाई equally treat गर्नु. So there should not be a discrimination on account of whether it's a sex, religion, language, caste, belief or nationality. Everyone should be treated equally. Bias हुनु भएन, सबैलाई एउटा इक्वली काम गर्न डिससेटिस्फ्याक्सन हुनु भएन. एन्ड सबैलाई म्याक्सिमम एफर्ट ओन्ली वेन दे आर ट्रिटेड विथ काइन्डनेस. उनीहरूलाई म्याक्सिमम एफर्ट उनीहरू जब चाहेको बेलामा राम्रो गर्नु, नचाहेको नराम्रो गर्नु, त्यसो चाहिँ भएन. सो एभ्री वान सुड बी ट्रिटेड इक्वली. ओके, एन्ड त्यस्तो गरेको छ भने सबै इम्प्लोइजहरूले इक्वली ट्रिट गरेको छ भने के हुन्छ, employees will get satisfaction and also it also helps in motivating the employees and boost up the morale of the employees. Okay, suppose हामीले एकअर्कालाई डिस्क्रिमिनेट गर्यो, राम्रो गरेन भने के हुन्छ, there is always a dissatisfaction in the employees and also increases in turnover, and obviously there is always an unhealthy environment, unhealthy relation between the superior and the subordinates. Okay, and the 12th point is the stability of personnel. Okay, stability of personnel means it refers to no frequent termination and transfer. Okay, because according to this principle के हुन्छ, the management must provide the feeling of job security. एउटा इम्प्लोइलाई काममा लगाउनुलाई there always has to be a job security among the employees, because with the feeling of insecurity for the job the employees cannot contribute the maximum. Okay, so frequent turnover of employees is bad for organization, and such decision must be taken when they are almost unavoidable. Okay, so हामीले यो राम्रो गरेको छ भने and frequent transfer puni or rotation should also be avoided because it takes some time to a person to learn and get settled on a job, and by the time he gets settled and he receives transfer order, then it will be wastage of resources and employee will not be able to contribute his best of organization. Suppose हामी त्यो मान्छेलाई ट्रान्सफर गराइबस्यो, उसलाई यता र उता गरिबस्यो भने बाई द टाइम ऊ सेटल भइसक्दाखेरि इल बी अफ वेस्टेज अफ टाइम. सो उनीहरूलाई एउटा जुनै काम पनि के हुनुपर्छ, देयर अलवेज हेज टु बी अ जब सिक्योरिटी. ओके, सो हामीले जब सिक्योरिटी दिएको छ भने देयर इज अ इम्प्रुभमेन्ट इन एफिसिएन्सी लेभल अफ इम्प्लोइज. मान्छेहरू काम छोडेर जान्दैन. So there's no wastage of time and resources. And what are the consequences he faces is there is a wastage of resources in learning the new job, and frustration हुन्छ, dissatisfaction हुन्छ among the employees. And the 13th point is the initiative. So initiative refers to the taking the first step with the self motivation. हामीले इम्प्लोइजहरूलाई पनि उनीहरूलाई एउटा अपर्च्युनिटी दिनुपर्छ. इभन द इम्प्लोइ सुड गेट द अपर्च्युनिटी टु सेयर देयर भ्युज एन्ड आइडियाज अर द प्लान्स. सो हामीले उनीहरूलाई if we give them the chance, if we give them the opportunity, उनीहरूको के हुन्छ, it gives immense satisfaction to employees. Okay, so a manager must welcome the suggestion and idea of employees before framing the plan. So initiative does not mean disobedience. That is, once decisions are taken by management, then every employee must follow it whether it is according to employees' suggestion or not. Okay, for example, before setting up of plan, the manager must welcome the suggestion and ideas of employees to allow their maximum participation. But once the plan is made, every employee must follow it and implement it. हामीले उनीहरूलाई चान्स दियो, उनीहरूलाई इनिसिएटिभ गर्नु, उनीहरूलाई एउटा अपर्च्युनिटी दियो भने उनीहरूले अभियसली काम राम्रो गर्छ. इफ दे कम अप विथ, समटाइम्स द इम्प्लोइज अल्सो मे कम अप विथ गुड प्लान्स देन द सुपिरियर. सो द्याट इज वाइ they should also be given the opportunity to execute their plans. Okay, and it gives them a satisfaction and develops feeling of belonging in the employees. Okay, and employees will achieve the target on time if they are set up with their consultation. Okay, and supposing इनिसिएटिभ लिनु दिएन, उनीहरूलाई पुरा स्ट्रिक्टमा राखे, उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ माथि अर्डर जस्तो आउँछ उनीहरूले त्यस्तै फलो गर्छ भनेछ भने चाहिँ द कन्सिक्वेन्सेस दे फेल इज उनीहरू डिमोटिभेट अमङ द इम्प्लोइज हुन्छ. नट ओन्ली द्याट, इम्प्लोइज विल नट वर्क टु द बेस्ट अफ देयर एबिलिटी. Okay, and the last one is spread the corps. Spread the corps is a French word that means the management means encouraging and promoting and promote team spirit, unity of harmony. This will bring coordination and cooperation in the organization. A manager should replace I with we. So this will give rise to mutual trust and belongingness among team members. It will minimize the need for using penalties. So team spirit छ भने आएको जग्गामा मेरो 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 नभनिकन यो हाम्रो हो भनेर चाहिँ उनीहरूले एउटा काम गर्नुपर्छ. सो यसमा चाहिँ एउटा हार्मोनी हुनु पर्यो, एउटा टिम स्पिरिट हुनु, एउटा युनिटी हुनु पर्यो. यसरी काम गरेछ भने अभियसली उनीहरूको काम सक्सेस हुन्छ. सपोजिङ लेट्स से आई गिभ एन इक्जाम्पल, इफ अ प्रोडक्सन म्यानेजरले चाहिँ टार्गेट असाइन गरेको छ फर म्यानुफ्याक्चरिङ 100 युनिट्स. ओके, अब उनीहरू 100 युनिट्स 10वटा ग्रुपमा चाहिँ उनीहरूले के गर्नु पर्यो, 100 युनिट्स 10 members. Okay, sorry, let me give an example again. Okay, let me give an example again. For example, see, okay, if the production manager assigned to target of manufacturing 100 units to a group of 10 members, then divide the target among themselves to produce 10 units, and the यसमा सपोजिङ द 10जनालाई उनीहरूलाई हालिदिएको छ. सो सपोजिङ त्यहाँ 10जनाबाट 2जना बिमार भयो अरे. सो 2जना बिमार, 10जनामा 2जना बिमार भएछ भने 8जना मात्रै रह्यो. त्यो 8जनाले पनि एज अ युनिटी उनीहरू 8जना मिलेर पनि काम गर्नु पर्यो इन द एब्सेन्स अफ 2 पर्सन. अब यसले धोका दियो, यसले यस्तो होइन. सो इफ देयर इज अ टिम स्पिरिट, इफ देयर इज अ सपोर्ट अफ इच अदर, इफ देयर इज अ harmony is there, if the unity is there, if the team spirit is there, then obviously काम a success हुन्छ. सपोजिङ 10जनामा 2जना बिमार भएछ भने 10जनाको काम 8जना मिलेर पनि गर्नु सक्नु पर्यो. सो द्याट इज द टिम स्पिरिट. सो यसमा यो काम हामीले फलो गरेको छ भने वाट आर द पोजिटिभ रिस्पोन्स, इट डेभलप्स द टिम स्पिरिट एन्ड अल्सो अचिभमेन्ट अफ ग्रुप गोल. सपोजिङ हामीले एकअर्काको काम उयो कम्प्लेन गरिबस्यो, एकअर्कासँग कम्पिट गरिबस्यो, एकअर्का नराम्रो गरिबसेछ भने के हुन्छ, टिम गोल्स मे नट बी अचिभ एन्ड अल्सो देयर इज नो टिम स्पिरिट एन्ड मोर स्ट्रेस अन द इन्डिभिजुअल. Okay, so if you have any doubts, if you have any problem, then please do tell me without any hesitations. Okay, and I hope you understand, and make sure that you make use of the book while listening to this video. Okay, thank you so much.